So we would like to ask Father, Very Reverend Father Cecil Joe Evangelist Pereira, for a comment on the situation and the incident and the event today.
Thank you, Father. As you very clearly see, large numbers of Catholic priests, both diocesan and religious, and also many men and women religious have gathered this morning in the vicinity of the court complex here in Colombo, mainly to show our solidarity to Father Cyril Gamini, who has been voicing the opinion of the church and of the people who are looking for justice, who are looking for the truth behind the Easter attack of 2019. As we know very clearly, Father Cyril Gamini has been very candid and very lucid in his expressions, and he has always quoted the sources on which he bases his expressions. And we learned that of late there has been a complaint lodged by one of the senior security officials against him, summoning him to the CID for a statement. Of course, Father Cyril Gamini has absolutely no hesitation in giving a statement. He is always willing to do that. But at the same time, we learn of a sinister move, and that sinister move is to arrest him on his arrival. There is a particular law. There is a particular law called ICCPR law or a convention, and based on that, there is a sinister move to arrest him. And against that, he has filed an FR petition, a fundamental rights petition. And until the verdict of that FR petition is given, he is not going to appear. Of course, this is the right of any human being in a democratic setup, and there is absolutely nothing wrong in it. So, there are also different views now propagated by different groups to say that Father Cyril Gamini is avoiding, is evading, and is hesitating to come. There's absolutely no truth in that. We have to categorically state that there is absolutely no truth in that. Father Cyril Gamini is not afraid to come and make a statement. In fact, that is what we want. Justice done and the case probed, rather than taking time, marking time. Now actually we are closing in upon 1,000 days. 1,000 days is a lot of time for a socially democratic republic like ours, where we depend so much on justice, on the judiciary. So much of time has been spent, and there is also, we are sitting on it as it were. So all that we are asking now is that justice be done, expedited, rather than going behind a person and making that person a news item that can be also red herring. Right? There are many tactics of red herring employed by the people now, and this could be one such. When one person is targeted, when one person becomes the cynosure, that can also be red herring. Therefore, we are asking that justice be expedited rather than going behind people, persons, targeting them individually. And that's why we are all gathered here, many priests, many religious, and we also are shepherds. And as shepherds, we lead from the front. That is our spirituality, and that is our prophetic vision. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, please ask, we can answer.
Yeah, Father, would you kindly explain what is the difference of this presence of the religious men and women when we distinguish between another political presence and this presence?
You see, the main difference, dear Father, is that we are spiritually motivated. Ours is a spiritual gathering. The church, as we know, is Kahal. Kahal means we are called together by God to bear witness. And that is the main difference between any other gathering and ours. Many gatherings are based on socio-political motives behind. Before putting the socio-political motives in front, we are gathered as a spiritual community, as the Church of God. And that is why we are so disciplined. We are not going to create any problems to the public here, to the traffic here. we have our own way of very in a disciplined manner showing our protest and also making a statement by our very disciplined presence here.
Thank you very much, Father. That was Father Cecil Joe Evangelist Pereira.
I think Angela in the කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි. උන්වහන්සේ නිර්භයව බොහොම පැහැදිලිව ප්‍රහාරය සම්බන්ධයෙන් යුක්තිය සාධාරණත්වයේ ඉඳලා දිගටම කතා කරපු පියතුමෙක්. ඒ නිසා වැරදි මතයක් ගොඩනගෙනවා නම් මෙන්න පියතුමා එන්නේ නැහැ, එන්නට මැලි වෙනවා, ඇංගිලා ඉන්නවා කියලා ඒ වැරදි මතය මුලින්ම අපි කඩා බිඳ දමන්නට ඕනේ. එවනු අපි කියන්නට ඕනේ මේ පාස්තු ප්‍රහාරයේ අපි ඉල්ලා සිටින යුක්තිය සාධාරණත්වය අපිට පසුතැවීම වෙනුවට දැන් මේ සිද්ධ වෙගෙන යන්නේ ටිකක් වෙනස් ක්‍රියාවලියක්. අපිට පේනවා වෙන මාවතකට මේවා යොමු කරමින් ඉන්නවා. අපි දන්නවා කවුරු හරි එක්කෙනෙක්ව ඉලක්ක කරගත්තාම ඒවා මාධ්‍යයෙන් ඉස්මතු වෙනකොට පත්තරවල ලොකු අකුරෙන් පළ වෙනකොට ජනතාවගේ අවධානය ඒ පැත්තට යනවා. ඒක ඕන කරන්නේ මේ ජනතාවගේ අවධානය වෙන පැතිවලට යවන්න නෙමෙයි. අපිට අවශ්‍ය කරන්නේ මේ ජනතාවට අපේ ජනතාවට වෙච්ච මේ අසාධාරණයක විසඳුමක්. සත්‍ය යුක්තිය පසුතැවීම අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ. ඒක කල්දදා ඉන්නට ගියාම තමයි මේ වගේ අනවශ්‍ය දේවල් ඉස්මතු වෙන්නේ. දැන් ඒ නිසා අපි ඉතාමත්ම කාරුණිකව ඉල්ලා නැවත වාරයක් මේ වගකීම් යුක්තන්ගේ නීතිය පසුතැවෙන ආයතනවලින් අවශ්‍ය කරන විසඳුම ලබා දෙනවා වුණොත් මේ වගේ අර ප්‍රධාන මාර්ගයෙන් අපිව අතුරු මාර්ගවලට යොමු කරන ක්‍රියාමාර්ගවලට යොමු වෙන්නට එපා කියන එක අපි ඉතාමත්ම කරුණාවෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා. I would like also to speak a few words in English because we see now the large presence of Catholic clergy, Catholic religious, and also the venerable are present here to express our solidarity with Father Cyril Gamini. Father Cyril Gamini has been very clear, candidly expressing himself without any fear, clamoring for justice and for truth, nothing else. And he has always based himself on sources. That's very important. He has not invented anything on his own account. And once you do that, it is the duty of the people concerned, the authorities concerned, the competent authority concerned, to actually find out, to investigate into the complaint. But here it looks as if there is an attempt, a sinister move to arrest him. Now that's why he has filed a fundamental rights case. Now there is also a misunderstanding. Somebody is trying to misconstrue that he is trying to hide and that he doesn't want to appear. Nothing of the sort. We very clearly deny that. Father is willing at any moment to come before a forum, give evidence that will help expedite the proceedings. But then, when there is red herring, when there is diversion, digression, then of course we will have to go for fundamental rights case. And therefore, we earnestly urge those concerned not to be sitting on this case, but to somehow ensure that we get truth and justice for those victims of the Easter attack.